Who's had rain and storms? Now, that's the thing I was going to say. If at any point it comes into the microphone, there is thunder nearby. It might be loud enough to be picked up. And there's rain on and off as well. So it's here right now. So if something dreadful were to happen and the stream would go offline, that's why. Probably the cause. Yeah? It's fine, really. The ads? That's fine, that's fine. Well, I mean, on YouTube you do have ads, but they're at different intervals, and I don't know if you can skip them. They're probably better anyway. Hello, Aaron, welcome. The Thunder song? Thunder Buddies? Or a different one? In the Midlands. No, it's all over the UK. But the Midlands is having quite a bit at the moment as well. And mini tornado things as well. From what some people are saying. Right, you see, CD Road, but it's completely empty. Very weird. But the Sim 2 reports were a little bit strange. Cloud light? There were some dark clouds, I'll tell you that. Quite dark clouds coming in. Sim 3, hello Sammy as well, big fan. Yeah, there's a few on at the moment. Of streamer friends. Lizzie only recently went live as well. It's way after her normal time, but, you know, consistent, I guess. Why not? We raided them whenever one of the last times was. Last week before. If you play on 2 or more monitors, your game crashes. That may not be monitor related. That may just be when you're entering a busy area. As for it directly crashing, I don't know, because I don't know how to understand the game logs properly. So, don't really know. But that is interesting. Ah, there we go. Yeah, just because it's empty doesn't mean you can do that. Why are you doing that? Oh, look, there's someone there. Boom, right there. Why? What's your good reason for doing that? Exactly. What's the point of doing it? I didn't say anything either. What's the point of doing that? True, the other one. True, the other one. I did see the other one last second. I did see it last second. I remembered it. Then read your message. Oh well. One gets away, one gets it. Unless... No, this is a different way. I even saw it at the time it happened as well. But that's what I end up doing, you see. So you focus on the suspect and nothing else. I even sometimes point out that I've just seen something else happen and then I still delete it. Why are you trying to overtake there as well? But you're still on the left. Still on the left side. There we go, now we merge back. Okay. Complaining about the other person? Because they hit them, yes. They will end up doing that. Don't know if they're going to complain about the person being on the wrong side. Like, well, I saw someone else do it. If you're deflecting the blame, then that doesn't help your case, does it? You got 30 days for no reason. There is very clearly a reason for that. Whatever your original ban was for, you now have enough to escalate the length of the bans overall to get a month. That is for the reason. 10 Stream Chic. I appreciate that. This is going to be very weird where it's just one person targeting someone else. Yeah. By the way, Simulation 2 150. Speed limit 150. Just letting you know. 7 days. Yes. When evidence gets added and when it gets updated, they are at slightly different times. It won't be immediate if it's an in-game ban like this, which is why people get a bit confused as to why the ban suddenly increases in length. Been banned for a week. If you did a late turn and you hit someone, or you might have endangered someone, yes. Admin, please no ban. They're wobbling too much. If you can't control your vehicle at speed, why are you at speed? Unless this is a bait. I'm waiting for it. Do something, come on. Almost. Oh, there it is. Blink and you nearly miss it. The paint job I use, I believe it's called Flash. It's from the Super Stripes DLC. Ready? There, did you, this is where half-time speed is needed. Did you even brake there? Didn't even see the brake lights come on, but you did something weird and you caused a crash. So, you'll have to explain that. I'm back, welcome back. And where is this? That sign I assume you can drive through, unless this person is just knocking down every sign. Yeah, are you going to pay for those signs? They can't be cheap, right? You yoinked out the brakes. Probably did. Because if they were swerving like that, all they need to do is just go... No, I'm not going to watch your situation. That's between you and whoever banned you. If it happens to still be me, I'm not going to watch it now. Because that's for the time of the appeal. Specifically for that. Shift up. Shift up! Just... Target found. They've located a person. Yeah. City speed limit is 80, I believe, on Sim 2. Now, what exactly was that for? You were honking against this person. A little bit weird. Luckily, they didn't bounce because of it. But what is this for? Ow. Bit of karma, really, because I was lagging a bit. So what I'm going to do? They're not online though. That's the thing. It's dodgy, but you know, pearl paint. Just two very different colours. If you're 1-year-old bands, they last in the list from the expiration of other ones. So if you can see a little circle next to it and the circle is green, then yes. If you get a report in a DLC you don't own, you will see nothing. It'll be completely black, and the person will be floating in the void, in the endless space, which makes the report useless. So you don't have to own all the DLCs, but that is what will happen if you don't own one. I've had that happen briefly before in Pro Mods, and there was one time where I didn't have the Middle East expansion, but I had the normal bit, and a report came in from the Middle East expansion, and I couldn't tell what was going on because I didn't see anything. Sim 2, yes. In this case, that car, if they were still online, it would have been just a kick for them doing it at that time. I don't know why they were hugging the person so closely, and luckily in that situation the person didn't bounce off them. If they did, then it could have been more. You know. How was your weekend? Pretty good. Sorting out videos, sorting out a few more clips. There's a video that went out today. I haven't updated the new video command yet, but sorting out stuff like that. And of course doing a few little streams like this. Like that was a bit of a... Yeah, it affected the car themselves, which is funny, really. This one, it's also random. This person's also... These are also from 3-ish hours ago. Productive trying to be. Was this just a flick of your steering device, or like what was that? Like, yeah, something happened, but is that ban worthy? That's kind of a watch out. Please don't do that again. Less than an hour ago. Ah, not too bad. And now we're skipping a bit further ahead. To now, I guess. Yeah. Okay. How can you get this? You are not able to watch them in the same way I am, but if you are banned for something, then you will probably see the video containing what you did, which, from your description, is probably a report like this. All day. No, not all day. A very tiny amount of the day is spent doing this. He's shagging. Sim 2 is 150. Up to 150. Sim 1 is 110. The downside is, while you get higher speeds, there's no one there. So that's a shame. If the players moved server because they voted for it, then you'd have both. Do a request on Discord to get mod. What do you mean specifically? Discord mod? Where's the other person, by the way? In this, there is no one else. No one appears on the player list at any time. Oh, I see. You've just reported yourself. Right. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I should ban you. Please don't do that. Didn't even check the plates. Please don't do that. Stupid. Banning on bots. I'm sure it was just players just willingly voting for it. They saw the 150 and they were like, hell yeah, 150, but they didn't want to move because the crowd didn't move. I don't know what the term for that is. Sort of the herd mentality type thing, where like, well, I'm not going to do it if they don't. And then if everyone has that same thought, then what happens? So, Red Roden, almost there. We're so good. You helped out. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Ruben, Red, Seuss, German, welcome in. Peer pressure. It's the same psychology as I've seen it before, where imagine someone is in need of help on the side of the road, and you don't do it because you assume that someone else will. Does that make sense? But then if everyone else assumes that, the person's not going to get help at all. That's the kind of thing. Yeah. It's interesting. No, you see, it rounds up. That's the really annoying thing. Back in the day, I don't like that all social medias do this. Why do you round up the number? The full number looks cool. Cap it every interval or something if you must. But don't round it up to the full whatever. I think we have about 30-ish to go. This is a ban, yes. I'm just recapping it so I can see it with my eyes. And if they do it again. Remember the other car? Did you lose hairs? No. It's called the hair just being... Okay, so they didn't do anything else. Just being different. But then what was the cause of... Oh, well, have a look at the other guy. Okay, they flipped over the barrier themselves. I see what it was. Over here. Hello, big fan. Hello, Smith. Welcome in. Server Simulation 2. Sim 2. So they're already on the wrong side, yes. But then they crashed. I thought originally they'd crashed and then went over the barrier in the process. But, you know. I guess. And then now they're on the correct side, sure. Good job. Don't know if those are bad words. What are we doing? Not much, other than just spooking people. And you hit your friend, so that's just between you two, I think. Bit silly, though. Welcome in! Primal, welcome in. Emirates, Loot, Zenova, VTX, Max. Thinks he's in the UK. Well, can he not do that? Because he's not. Let's not do that. How long? That was a week. Server Simulation 2. We will clear the reports because there's only 18, just for the TikTok people to see it. 18 reports. Then we'll go to Sim 1. And then from there it'll be normal. There it is.
Yoinky Sploinky.
Yoinky Splonky. Thank you for the 65 months. God damn. I appreciate that. Welcome back. That's very, very kind of you. Welcome into everyone that rejoins as well. Smith, thank you for the gift. That rhymes. Blasting music. I could do the same if you were to come over to the purple platform, but then no one else would hear me. So. But hell yeah. Turn the music up. Crank it. Focus. Oh, with your mic on the drive. Okay, so if you're doing it through the microphone, you know how silly that sounds to other people? Because they can't enjoy it, you see. It doesn't sound good. Look at this person. They want attention. I was going to agree with you on your point, and then, you did a thing. This person's lagging a lot. Okay. We've regained control of the vehicle. That one has no brakes. It has, the very end is when that happened, basically. It wasn't for a very long time, it was an accident. It's just losing a job, whatever. They say put the mic off? Yeah, they will say that. I wonder why. Can I do... There we go. Now it should lock that time, regardless of when it happened. Yes. Welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. Can I check what the number is if my browser wants to... Does it do that to try and save resources? The browser screen is just black until it's like, hello. But I tabbed out, so my sound might die. You're dragging them. Okay. Okay, that's the beginning as well, bear in mind. Right. Oh, and they went that way to avoid them, I guess. Fair enough. Pally? Elena? Okay. I want to say the name like Vision. Or Vizzy. How do you say the name? Welcome in as well. I was hesitant. Hope you're doing well. Okay. What happened? Is blocking operator? I'm on Jim 2. No history.
17 years, plus a new laptop.
Thank you very, very much. 17. Enjoy the new laptop. We're on Sim 2. I can't help. Someone else can deal with it. Where are you going? I am not going anywhere. I am not the one driving. But this person is, reload that, because for some reason people just disappear from reports. You see how that person wasn't there? Now, is this targeted, though? What was that? Because why are you moving over as they're moving over? They moved over a little bit too much and hit the barrier, but it was prompted by this person moving over. Right. This is recent as well. Like, what's going on with that? Yeah, the control panel. Why not? Why? What's up? Settings reset? Settings balked? It looks like targeting, yeah. Man, I'm saying in the mirror. You should see the dot before that. You could also hear the engine. There we go, and then he just started. But the thing that also, I guess, got me was the fact that they pulled over later on. Ignore the fact that this one went around. Maybe they didn't notice. That could be the genuine take from it. At least they moved back as well. And then he pulled over here. So it could be. But why is there no chat history then? What's up with that? Unless maybe they're speaking on the CB or something. No, the incorrect way, I'll not like allow it, but I understand why you did that. Just to get away. If they stayed on the wrong side, then that's entirely on them. Benefit of the doubt. In this instance. What was I going to look up? Oh, less than 20. That's what I was going to look up. Less than 20 away. Allow it, fam. Yes, exactly. Where is this? Riga. Ah. Visiting Silver. Yeah, the CB yelling. Maybe. Or there can just be times where incidents happen and the two just do not communicate with each other at all. It's possible. On full screen mode, Windows don't load your taskbar when you get a black screen when you tab out. If you're in borderless, you won't have tabbing out issues. No, I am in borderless as well, yes. The black screen I was on about was my browser doing that. Where, similar to how I guess it makes tabs go inactive, it just turns into a black screen for a moment. Very weird, I don't know. But no, the game is fine. I play almost every game in borderless. It's just easier. Not that you are really tabbing out every few seconds. I don't really know why you're doing that. It's just nicer to do that. Inappropriate overtaking. Probably means that your overtake that you thought was normal, which most people say, oh, because the lines, like this is a solid line here. If the lines are dashed, then usually, yes, that would be fine. However, if the traffic around you doesn't make it safe to do so, then it doesn't matter what the line says. That's what some people, I think, get confused by. They're like, yeah, but the line was, I was following the line was there. But, you know, there's more. Context. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. This is TruckersMP. Yes, we're on Simulation 2 for a bit. And there are actually new reports coming in. Okay, so that was a bit of a wobble. Wasn't too bad. Be careful around corners, though. These are the same people. This is the same Scania, right? We're suddenly in... This looks exactly like it could be in the UK, but they're on the wrong side. Base map looks like that. Borderless. Yes. Exactly. If it's full screen, it can assign more resources to it because it's a full screen application. If it's borderless, it treats it as being not fully there, so it can still process things in the background. Blah, blah, blah. Something like that. I am borderless, yes. You see a border around me? Nuh-uh. No. Yeah, it's in Bruno. The one with the intersection that looks exactly... Oh, this is the thing. This is the situation. The intersection that looks exactly like Calais. Ah, we see. But then are you prompting it now? Because this is like a whole other... Like, this is unnecessary, yeah. We are banning players, yes. From reports. In the TikTok view, you won't be able to see the confirmation of it because it will be in the corner. It's off the screen. But we're looking at reports that people make on each other. So they're trying to squeeze past, and here is when it kind of got wrong. It's funny how they kind of hitched a ride in the back of their trailer for a moment. So now that changes it slightly. A bit more of a generally dangerous intent from this person. I wonder what would have happened if they went that way and, you know, did a normal overtake. Yeah, they hit the barrier by themselves, but it's as if they moved over further than they needed to because of the person also moving over. But then we have this, which, I mean, it didn't need to move over for necessarily. A little bit of a cautious move over, then they could have told them, watch out, person coming. And then they immediately start. It does change it quite a bit more. I'm still debating on what that would be. That'd still be a, I mean, a collision occurred, but it was should I start calling them indirect collisions? Where something happens first, which then leads to that, not person A directly hitting person B. Am I going into this too much? Yes, I am. It's a dodgy overtake. I'll see what they say. I want to see what you say as a... We're ignoring the wrong way bit. That's just them getting away from the person. We're leaving that bit. Kick, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And all the new TikTok peoples, welcome in. We'll see what they say. Because that's interesting. Skip. Oh! That one avoided it, this one didn't. Oh no, you meant to slow down before the corner. And then what, did this person report? Because I mean, yeah, that's not the road. Are you still here? No. Shouldn't be. No, that's not the same person. Okay. Is this the same car from before? We're back to old reports now, so probably. What are they doing? Is it them? It was another car as well. Got a UK driver. This is from before, I think. Because it's the pink and blue with the bike on the back. If it is the same one, I'll just combine the two together. Why not? To get all the info, exactly. This is why usually I sound like I'm overthinking the procedure. Like trying to picture if I was this player, what would I be doing? What would I be thinking about it? Yeah, it's this. Oh, it is the same person. I just don't know if these are bad words. Love that engine sound, don't you? Oh, it sounds so good because it's so annoying. And then the crash that we saw before? Yes, okay, so we do already have this one. It just shows how far they went in the wrong direction. We do have this one. Or Thwith, we do have this one. Just for my own benefit later on, in case I'm being stupid, I'll do that again. And then combine the two together. Is that Polish? Just something. Nick, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. It was quiet for a second there. There. Pause it there so the engine doesn't stutter. How's that? Atomics, welcome in. Welcome. Stoobs, gosh. He's Turkish? But they have a Czech vehicle plate. Not that that really matters. Most of the people here, you wouldn't go to your actual country and buy a car there just so it's realistic, would you? I don't do that. My vehicles are based somewhere in Germany. A Slovakian name on the plate. See, now we're all over the place. Where is it? This is Verona. Haven't been here in a while. Bulgarian? Oh, okay. Where are we now? There's like 5 different languages now. What is going on? But it's Google. It can mean the same thing in different languages, and it just gives you one of them. As an assumption. Because it doesn't know the context if you just give it just one word. They're all ex-Soviet. The languages will be similar. Yeah. Some of them will be. Does have a nice car, so it's not Polish. Ah, I see. Is that how it works? I think it was English. You know what? It may have been. What exactly is this? These things I see a lot where a person's just kind of in their own minds, just all over the place, really, just doing whatever they want. Rust boxes? But isn't that also for the larder? The larders in Russia and places like that. Also in similar Eastern European areas. Chip, welcome in. Appreciate the follow. How you doing? Here. But what's the idea? What's the motive? What are we doing? The Satsuma? Yes, exactly. That kind of car. They didn't stay there for long and they just moved out the way. It's just weird. It's just a weird one. Briefly went the wrong way as well, but no one else was there. Why? And then they corrected themselves. Here's stopping. Because people seem to think they're still in single player. So you can just pause wherever you want and your entire game will pause? No. Not quite how it works. I'm standing for this. For admin streams I stand. The first time I've been standing up for a while. All day. I really did say that, yeah. I emote a lot. See, this looks really quick. Still on Sim 2. Might have fixed it. What was the fix? What did you do? The mods 24/7. There will be mods on at different times of day because we're all from different parts of the world. But if you got hit a few times and no one got banned immediately, that can happen. If someone's reviewing reports, there's a chance they'll get to it. But it heavily relies on you also, hopefully, recording it as well. Capturing it in that way. Unblock the power. Oh. From your bed of what? Of the other screen? What was the problem though? How is that other? Can we not report just for is it because they're going really quickly? I mean, I suppose so. They're within the speed limit. If they crash, that's on them. How long have I been staff? For quite a while. Number of years. Oh, it could be too long. Hello, Kid Frank, a big fan. That is an insanely good timing, yes. Because as I demonstrated last time, you won't see this happening on Sim 2 because the frequency of the reports coming in is so low. Praddy, thanks, man. Yeah, you know, at least I hydrate when it's redeemed. I would claim one, and then while I'm reviewing that one, another 4 or 5 might come in, and then when I'm done with that one, I claim the next after that. God damn. So then the bunch in between get missed unless someone else claims them. Yeah. Oh, and then they're blocking because they spawned back in, and then their game is now loading in. But someone arriving on the scene doesn't know that. Intrusive thoughts. Well, they wouldn't be the only one that would have done that. Still on Sim 2, by the way. It's not like I've just changed server. What's going on? What's this demolition derby going on for? What's happening? What group of friends is this? Are they like chasing down this person? A whole server, yeah. All 10 people online. I can hear rumbles. I know they're in real time. No. This is an earlier report, so no. Yeah, true. This isn't a newer report. I thought about that. But then if you're going to ban one, you're going to ban all of them. Surely they're all complicit with this. Unless someone is genuinely the victim here. Whoa! Probably on the CB, isn't it? But like, yeah, you hit them. But who's the what's the term? Who's the ringleader? Who's the first one? Cops and robbers, except no one is the cop in this case. They're all just criminals. From all the ones I've seen just moving around, none of them appear to be like, if someone new came into the area and then they just hit them in the process, you could be able to tell, but all of these people have been within the cluster. So they're all in on it as themselves. Not to say that it's okay to be mischievous with friends, even if no one else is around, because there are servers for that, and this isn't one. Probably all friends are just generally just messing around. It's still not a good idea, but in this instance, they were the only ones here, I think. Oh, there was one over here, but... Odd. Hello, Tails. Is this the same Tails? Don't go. Come back. Exactly. Why report? That would be my question. Who reported? I'd be able to see who reported if the names weren't toggled off. I could have checked that, but oh well. Could be a random one. Maybe one of them thought, okay, I don't find this fun anymore. Stop it. Great name, Jinxie, welcome. How you doing? Could be the case. That has happened before, where seemingly friends appear to report each other. Nobody getting why, but secretly me. Well, I made a report. Yes, they were bullying me. That's what. What other platforms? I am currently on the purple one, because on TikTok you can't really say the names. Otherwise they nerf you. The red one and the green one. The purple one is the main one, so you're welcome to come over there. All are under the same name. Feel free. How long have you been staff? Technically since, I think I joined the team in like March of, when was it, 2018? I think is when it was, very long time. It's been a while. What's the point of ETS2 servers? To allow people to play ETS2 together. The same with the convoy mode, which are smaller servers, but you can still play with other people. It took them a while to make that. Where's the collision? They went past these two people, but they didn't affect these two people. No, if you genuinely asked another one, like I can see Wenox's one above, it may have been drowned out by the TikTok comments, because they're all combined into the same one. I don't intend on missing it. But, you know. Jess, welcome in. You can teleport to cities, you just can't place your vehicle down in the way that you would in single player. You can do go to and then whatever the city is, but that takes your camera there. On single player, you would then, I believe now it's control F9. You can't do that in multiplayer. Sadly. Toggle, welcome in. Nexo, welcome. Arthur, G9, Leo, Adam, Visor, thank you for the gift. What display? What do you mean, what display? Display size? Display quality? This is the same sort of thing. Is someone just reporting randoms? Is it YouTube? It used to be just F9, and now it's control F9. I don't think F9 by itself in single player does anything. Doesn't open the chat, does it? Or does it turn off the chat? No, but the chat in Convoy is overlaid on the minimap. It's probably Convoy mode related, yeah, something like that. No idea. Hello, Sebastian. Monitor. There is a list of the specs. If you want to come over to the purple streaming platform, there's a list of them below stream. Because I forgot the exact model name. But they're both 1080p monitors. I'm playing my game in 100% scaling, down from 150%. And the game is limited to 60 FPS, because you don't need any more than that. And because evidently teleporting between vastly different popularity places, the game doesn't like that. So, while streaming and recording. Yeah. Them's the ones, if you can see that in the chat that appears here. You can play TMP in VR, but they're not the exact VR mode for the game. But because someone tested it recently, if you just wear your VR headset, it should pick that up. Similar to just using the Tobii tracker. What are all these random reports for? There's nothing to report for. What the flip? Joe, I'm doing well. How are you doing? Big fine. New event. I don't know. It'd be nice if there was another one. Maybe not be in the next few weeks. TMP history, yes. Well, because people would ask it. That's the idea of a frequently asked question. Yeah. If there are any new events coming up, usually they unveil them with about a week to go before the event. But you'll be told everywhere. Whatever's happening. Yesterday was the official July convoy. They do a monthly proper convoy. Hope that went. That was yesterday, right? Hope that went well. Luckily that crashed, no one else was there. How much? That, I don't know. We joke about it being like 10k, 20k, because when it breaks, you just go Lamau 10k PC. But because I bought the bits over time, some of them were given. I don't know. I don't know how much it cost. You honked, and you fully aware as you went into that. You knew. Stupid. Oh, Jeff. Fine. I called you Jeff there for a minute. Jess. As it was loading, so I'll allow it. How you can become a GM? You can apply. But the application form isn't open at the moment. Nice. That was a quick one. Good job. Well, I don't know what that crash was. I'll need to go back to it after the report has ended. So you have to wait. Yeah, you can go around that one. A bit stuck. This is in somewhere in the West Balkans. Don't quite know where. If you can drive. If only there was a little X barrier above it. Yeah, that's a shame. But no, if you approach that at like flush with the wall, you could squeeze past that. Right? Come on now. That's not as bossy. Well, steering wheel. I used the G29. I mean, of course, if only there was a flag telling me like what country I'm in or entering. That'd be nice as well. You're really trying. How about you reverse a bit more than that and you sort yourself out after the other person has gone through? Because we're going to have a moment where they're just going back and forth, and then the same thing happens. What do you mean this is how I drive? This is not how I drive. How dare you? Genome 23? It is the newer version of them, yes. I think in the YouTube chat you are able to do the command wheel. It might give you the result. In Twitch chat you can. I think I copied the same and put it on YouTube. Okay. So, what was the thing that happened here? Ah. Barrier hit. Okay. Waverly, hello. Well, they move over a bit. Luckily, the person doesn't get any damage from it. That's good. Just like the one we saw before. And then they try to squeeze through here. And then... red platform. Yeah, true. And then instead of just letting all these people go first, They went first. It's blocking in a way. Yeah. Because it's just doing the same thing for it over and over again. It's just why. And then eventually, we'll never know actually, because it just ends like that. Shame. New report. Thank God I have common sense, so I imagine, eh? They just needed to reverse more and then line themselves up better. But they merged in front of the one with the box trailer, so they could have reversed a bit to let them out. But they didn't need to do that. That makes sense? Odd, welcome. You play on GeForce now? Yeah, sadly you can't play TMP with that. You can play the main game, which is better than nothing, but sadly no, TMP is an extra file client specifically for the Steam desktop version. Only 6 left. Yes, we've cleared up Sim 1. Wink. Oh, true, you could play on Convoy. Look at my truck. Why are you next to my truck? Nice. Server is Sim 2, Simulation 2. We're usually on Sim 1, but this server has a few reports, so I'm doing these first. Sim 2. Sim 2 and Sim 1 are basically the same setup, except Sim 2 has less people, but a higher speed limit. Yeah, we had 21 reports, and then maybe over the course of me doing them, another 5 came in. So not that bad. You kind of did that to each other. Why were you both over the line a little bit? What was that about? Look at the floating logo they have as well. Why are you... So does that just cancel it out then? Same idea. It's not even a tight enough corner to need to cut the corner though. That is funny. That should be an unwritten rule. If the two people involved do the exact same thing and both would technically be in the wrong, it just cancels out, doesn't it? It's just silly. Again, don't do that. Don't just randomly leave it, because it was a solid line here as well. Don't drive across the line. Not next to your truck. Ah, I see. You're not near me, hmm? Another busy route would be, it's literally speaking, I think the only other busy route comparable to the CD road is the highway bit that runs underneath it, which is Lille, Brussels, Liège, things like that. For people that want to avoid the CD road, but still kind of go the same way. No, the Alps doesn't have that many people on it. I'm pretty sure that highway has more people. If you're lucky, you'll see a group of people at the rest area. But that's just a one-off. And then they TP'd. Okay, but what was the quest for first? It would be really nice if that was the new busy place, but then you have constant problems like you do in Pro Mods, where the people, the hairpin turns every now and then. And people don't know how to drive through them. Reload that because the yellow person wasn't visible. Now they're visible. So this lane change was unnecessary. It's odd as well because it's as if you're not... You know when your controller device or something stops working and then you're just going in a dead straight line? They're still going slightly more to their left. So there's 1, 2, back to the right a bit. And you see they're still kind of in control of it. They're just not really paying attention. But then they pulled over and then they TP'd away. So I think they know that that was a bit of a Bit of a boo-boo. And this is from earlier as well. Joystick drift? If they're using the controller, maybe. Good bad. Best mobile truck game? I have no idea, because I have only used one before for an ad, which wasn't playable like this. There are some, but most mobile games are extremely deceiving. So they look nothing like the ads. There will not be a game that looks as good as this on mobile. You can find some truck sims, but they're not going to be the same. Can you be a GM without having DLCs? If you don't have all the DLCs, it may cause a problem when you get to an area in a report and you don't own it. Someone asked this earlier, and when that happens, nothing will be there. You'll be in the void. So you wouldn't be able to resolve that report? One or two of the times that that's happened to me before, my example was that when I didn't have the Middle East expansion for Pro Mods, but I had the regular Pro Mods, was to log out and log back in again of this panel, and it unclaims the report. It doesn't delete the report. So then I just intentionally clicked a different one. You could do that, but then if you don't own several of the DLCs, you're going to face that problem quite a bit. Driving it, I'm going to do some more of the Iowa jobs tomorrow, because I still have... I've done most of them, right? I still have a few of them left. Have to make him crash. What do you mean you... No, you don't. How dare you? They are wobbling a little bit, but this was just extremely unnecessary. What are you doing? What's that about? Grease DLC is good. ProMod servers are currently offline while they are updating ProMods to work on the newest version anyway. Oh, near the TMP HQ. How about that? Haven't been there in a while. Flashbacks? No. No, it's not that. Hello, Hearts. 5060 Ti is a pretty good card, but if you go to Duisburg, it depends. The game, I believe, is CPU based as well, so if you have a better CPU than them, that will help you. Even if it only uses one core. But everyone suffers. That's the fun part. I mean, yeah, but you can still go around them. People just stop in the road as if they're playing single player. You've paused the game too much in single player and you think you can just do that. Ryzen 7? That's pretty good. That's good then. I just don't know, I'd be lucky that your game doesn't lag as much.
19 freaking devils. Holy moly.
Holy moly. Say again, what are you sitting in the road for? People can go around a bit awkwardly in this particular spot, but thank you for the 19 months. 19 years, how you doing? And of course they're not still there because this was earlier. What's the Skoda equivalent? Much to your disappointment, it's still a Skoda. I believe there is a Skoda, though in over there, I think the pilot skin is the same, but the police skin is a kind of a black and white. Like your typical police cruiser. It would be nice to have those other older style cruisers. You are not the pink truck. You want me to not go back to my vehicle because you are not there. Maybe after this report, I won't do that. Wink, yeah? Volvo's pretty good. Mine is a Scania. I like the Scanias. Have a flap. At the moment, it's only two people that seem to be just pissing him out with each other. There's one random here, though, which I guess is the one they're bullying. See what I mean? If some random is in there and they don't appear to be involved, it's a whole other thing. It just becomes bad. I see you in the chat as well. Shush. Nice. That was still caused by you. Just saw 2 people going the wrong way. Nice. Hello, Callum. But then they... Yes, hello, I see you. Don't spam the chat because you'll get kicked. Spamming is against the rules. Please don't spam the chat. So... it's this, basically. We've just got this person. We've got this. Turns around. The other one is just there for dramatic effect. They don't do anything. Yeah. And then, of course, person is turning as well, but you wouldn't expect someone to be overtaking them when turning. So you're just bullying this person. Leave them be? No, they don't deserve to be left alone. They were being silly. So, yeah. We're done with Sim 2. Okay, I am not at my vehicle, and you are not in the pink truck. Right, so I will look at a different vehicle then. Because that's not you, right? Do I like the Mercedes? I do not drive that Mercedes, but because it's not in game yet. Because I thought about it, MP5. What does that one actually look like? Is it a new version of the Actros? It's not the electric one, is it? The electric one is terrible looking. MP5. Yes, it looks the same. Unless these are MP4 screenshots. Does it look the same? Here's the thing, okay, for those wondering about other trucks like that, pay attention at the end of the year to when SCS, the makers of the games, do their yearly review summary. They give hints and progress reports on what's coming. They've shown screenshots of the Mercedes. 2 or so years in advance, they showed screenshots of what is now the new Volvo. And so on and so on. I believe they may have even shown the coaches. They just show all these development pictures. You need to pay attention to them. So, no more reports, right? I wondered if any others would come in. Right, now we'll swap servers. Coaches, buses. Coaches are large buses that take you between cities rather than within the city. There is a coach DLC coming for ETS2 at some point. Killing ETS2. Explain. Explain in detail with absolute facts. How's it killing ETS2? You're going to refer to just TMP, aren't you? Because you can drive them. Riddage, I mean rigid. Other people do as well. My password is 12 times. It's literally the asterisk 12 times. Grease DLC is very nice. I haven't discovered every single bit of it, but I've done the event for it, and it looks very nice. I'm a big fan of it. It's night time. There we go, that's better. 98. Oh, we got someone. Okay. Nice. 5 in the morning. I use the old TMP launcher. I got used to using it, and I just always use the old one. If I am to do any tutorials on like how to install TMP, I'll have to use the new one, because most people would be using that. I should do that as a tutorial. Company skins. It would be interesting if they started working with logistics companies. But how would you decide who to work with? Because there's so many options. It's not like compared to the truck models and truck companies, there's only a handful of those. There's bajillions of logistics companies. Day in the life, that would not be interesting. And I'm Not really a vlog person. Let's put it that way. The only vlog type content I've done is the TwitchCon recaps, and you notice there's a severe lack of me being in front of the camera. That's on purpose. Change the weather. Set weather, yes, and then it sets time and then sets skybox. In my case, I can do that on TMP, but you can change the weather, you can change the skybox, you can't change the time. Right? No, you can't change the weather anyway. No, yes you can. Yes you can. Tesco. Okay, but that would be your example. Okay, so let's say you've got Tesco for the UK group. Then what European companies are you going to add? There's loads of them. What is the largest grocery chain in Europe? What company is seen the most in Europe? Well, I would hardly label IKEA as primarily groceries, but they are quite big. Lidl could be one. See, they're gone now, so but they've got one. Aldi Lidl? Okay, it'll probably be Lidl then. Lidl. And then what would you have in ATS? Walmart? Do you have Walmart delivery lorries though? Trucks? How do you change the time? In the same way I did. G set time and then the number of the time you want. Schwartz. Netto? Yes. Target? Possibly. You have to make deal with Walbert for now. Walbert is the copyright-free, non-trademarked version. I think they were there and then they wanted to quickly step away or something because they thought the traffic would move, but then of course karma strikes and the moment you stop, everyone else goes. Albert Heijn, true. Is that not specifically just the Netherlands though? So I saw a lot of them there. The radio station, yes. They probably were. Yes, it's disabled. You can't do that in TMP. That particular command, you can't do that. You can do the other ones, though. The Schwartz Group. Kaufland. Ah. How big is something like Bauhaus, then? Or whatever. The German one. You've also got Carrefour, which is just French. And then there's probably a bunch of others. Nothing beats it. No. Not doing that. Back in Jumbo. Yes. We had a Jumbo down the end of our road, actually. Jumbo was very nice. I'm trying to think of what our version of Jumbo would be. Probably whatever the smallest Tesco's is. The Tesco Extra? Tesco Metro? One of the smaller, just pop in newspaper, bread, milk, and then just walk out. But it has a few other things as well, from what I noticed. Tesco Express, that's the one. Upmarket supermarket. Was like a mini M&S, and M&S likes to pretend it's posh. This was a good swerve. They didn't rejoin the road at that time, though. Jack's. Indeed, right now. I don't know how long this offer's on for, but you can indeed save £50 per person. Funny thing is, though, you know the ad stop. It goes on beyond that, right? Do you know the next part of that? The next line? I don't. Something about 22 kilos? 20 kilos? Which is okay, because that's the standard anyway, right? It's like 23 kilos of hand baggage. The ad is good. The ad is crazy. They've now, this report doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? But the two have met. I saw a video earlier where they did it on the radio station, where the person that does the voiceover for the ad and Jess, the one that sings the song, did an impression of each other. It's great. The ad apparently has only been around since March.
Nothing beats Jet 2 holiday, and right now you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for family of 4.
I love how they do the maths on that, which is, it's not even like a discount the more people are involved, it is literally 50 times 4. If it was 50 per person, or 150 for a family of 4, that's a bit more, you know, pretty good. Exactly, they did the maths for you. Why not? Yes, because that's one of the memes at the moment. Every month, a new meme comes around, okay? And there'll be a little calendar near the end of the year to tell you what the memes are. So currently, the memes going around at the moment are the Jet 2 one and the Coldplay concert. Have you seen that? Everyone has seen that. Have you seen people recreate it? Hilarious. There's probably other ongoing ones as well, but those are the two main ones at the moment. Zoe, yes. It's great. Billa. The Rue group, I've heard of that. I've heard of Rue. Rui. The Boo-Boos. Would you call them me? Well, I mean, they're a trend. I don't really know about a meme. It's just mass consumption of... What is it? Like a little customizable toy for your bag. Bonk like that. Did they lag? Because what was that about? You were fine there, and then you straightened up, and then you went to the right again. Man, you not if you call me that. Please don't call me that. Does anything beat a Jet 2 holiday? Apparently nothing. Absolutely nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Yeah, they don't look that good, do they? They I guess people buy them because they just look interesting. I wouldn't say they look cute. But in the same way, there is literally a toy collection called Fugglers. So, like fugly, ugly, you know. And they intentionally look very distraught. That fits the name a bit more. Don't check the ban history. Ban history comes into account later on. It would be nice if we could see it in games so I could immediately ban them for like 3 months if it were to be done. But it shouldn't necessarily play a difference. It's just unfortunate if someone does initially a small situation, then it turns out to be a history ban. It's a bit unfortunate in that case. Loves those dolls. You have no idea. Loves me. Sounds like a win-win, I'm afraid. You know, you got to keep them happy somehow. How you doing, Goof? Got to compromise, you know. Left side, left. We're in Newcastle. Newcastle. Thank you. Left side. I'm doing well. Holidays you can trust. Yeah, they do the terms of service bit at the end, which is why I guess no one else knows that bit off by heart. Because the moment you say nothing beats, and then everyone's just like, oh, for God's sake. There it is. In the chat, you see. Did you both do the same thing? No, they were on the correct side. Correct side. Warning, and he just swerved away. Because I guess you could go that way. But it was still caused by you. I forgot. How did you forget? They probably came over from the Amsterdam port. Because we saw them do that. But you see what I mean? This sign here that they didn't see, it needs to be like 10 times bigger. And in capital letters. Maybe in red text as well. Drive on the left. That's it. Yes, it's nice it's in other languages as well, but you know. Yeah, the Ryanair ones are pretty good. That is one of the best ways, actually, that companies can do social media. It's the same reason as why Wendy's is also very good, because they're very sassy with their social media stuff. Just be a bit silly. None of them were Dutch. Nope. Was one of them Norwegian? Or Danish? The bottom one? GPS reminds you, true. It also shows the coat of arms of the place that you've visited, which is very nice. We are spectating other people, yes. This driving, while people say my driving is bad, this isn't my driving. No. Jamal!
Hello, hope you're well.
I am. I hope you are too. 28. Can you believe it's been that long? That's 2 years, man. Nearly 2.5. Welcome back. Hope you've been good. Can I do maths right? That is right. Yeah. Big fan. Hope you're well. Hope the money is well. Better be. But I'll think of the gifts. Time is flying. We're over halfway through the year. We are now closer to 2050. And now the days are getting shorter. Which I'm fine with, because that means they're also going to get colder. Yes, please. Pain, isn't it? Will your game profile save? They should, because your profiles are in your documents folder, and the game installation is in the Steam folder, which is somewhere else. If you want to make sure, copy it from your documents folder somewhere else first, so that if it were to disappear, you can put it back later. Stop. Yield sign! Very poetic there for the ban evidence. You go through the sign that they didn't read. It's hilarious, I know. You're very welcome. Oh, good. Cammy, welcome in. Hey, welcome. You're not you when you're hungry. That's Snickers ad. Right? I was thinking Kit Kat for a second. It's, Kit Kat one's, their one's different. Lock in, you're in the industry. Oh. I think you loaded the wrong save there. Only caused the one to swerve. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess they loaded the wrong save. We've all done that before. We load an autosave thinking it'll be just the right distance back. It isn't. Speeding cameras. There are models of them, but they don't actually, like, genuinely find you. If you have the main game's fines on, then you'll still get fined in the same way. So for speeding, going through red lights, all that stuff. It still works. Pick a truck you drive with. What was the last grip handle? What was the last one you used? What was the last truck you used? Just so I don't say that one again. FH5 Volvo. Go with the DAF XG. It's a random choice, but I have that one as well, and it's quite nice. Go with that. There we go, I've chosen. Pimp it out however you want. Enjoy. Shoot you by the hoary wheel. I cannot give you an actual testimonial on it because I don't have it. You can if you want. And then you can tell me what it's like. People have come in the chat and they've said that the hoary wheel's pretty good. The Moser's pretty good. So, seems could be a good investment. But I can't tell you. Nice. I've just noticed that's funny because on the TikTok case, you'd hear that sound, I think, right, of the flashbang alert, but you wouldn't see it because the filters don't apply to the TikTok cam. That's quite funny. Did they hit anyone? Just making sure. No, 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 and then you got the overtakey bit later on. No. Okay. Legacy edition. That's the differences between the two are only tiny little cosmetic differences. What even was the difference? I just have the normal version. I need to get a wheel, just get a Moser R3. If it's within the person's budget, if they feel they want to get it. If and when, and if it happens, my wheel stops working, I'll have to see what my options are. That was alright. How long are the bans? It depends on what the person has done. Welcome in. Most of them, I do about a week. You'll see that this duration... How did I say it like that? That was weird. Duration? It doesn't usually change much. We're on Sim 1, yes. We started the session on Sim 2 and now we're on Sim 1. $125. I see what you did there. Back in the day, I never actually saw it on TV, but there was an advert that I thought about several years ago where they made an advert for the Intercity 125 and they had like a police version, a traffic jam, and so on. They basically acted like it was a car. Anyone remember that advert? That's a good advert. Caught speeding, that kind of thing. Oh, it is that. Oh, okay, yes. I just don't exactly remember. I know there was a police bit. We pulled up next to him. A traffic jam. Pretty good. More of the month. Well, technically, yes. The highest ban we normally do now is 3 months. Unless someone deserves permanent. You're AFK to watch. Appreciate that. More speed. Well, if enough people choose to not play on Sim 1 anymore, then people might move. But it needs the masses to adopt that. Which is why they never moved in the first place. If the server were to go down for a prolonged period of time, people would have no choice but to go on Sim 2. But then inevitably the moment Sim 1 comes back, so will they. Nice. Now that was close. Now, when I've seen these happen, that's the thing, that's the discrepancy between it. Well, if I'm flying over the road and I see that happen, I just kick. Could be a ban. But why isn't it one? So I'll just do a kick. I don't like that even I'm inconsistent. What are the British adverts? Who's that? The, I don't know, random one, the Cadbury Gorilla. Great song. Remember that one? So good. The drumming gorilla. That was right at the start, by the way. Incredible start. And we have all these other things that happen afterwards. Such a good ad. Just a long, slow build up to then the do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. That was good. Is the work hard? Not really once you get used to it. It's just there's plenty of it to do. The more of this I do, the more afterwards I have to sort out. So every person I ban, there's then a video for them. There could be an appeal for them. Well done, you got two. 2 in 1. But then you regained control of your vehicle though. What was this for? English, please. 3 months because of your history. Yes. See, that's the unfortunate thing. If you do tiny things but then they still add up, it's a shame that you're now on history bans for all those things. And unfortunately, yeah. Okay, so keyboard disconnected. You are this person. What an unfortunate time for it to do that. Yeah, so at the start, he was good. We've got the white one there. The one that then hit them later on is next to them. We then go all the way this way. It's funny because the other truck with no trailer squeezed between those two. Yeah. It's not actually trying to help. Don't say it was you then. Don't do that. But ironically, even if it genuinely was you, it would be a bit of a pain to see yourself get banned in real time. But that does happen. You. Here. If you shorten cannot to canny, would you consider it as Scottish? Well, yes, I believe that is what they say, because I don't say that. Like, you canny do it? That kind of thing. I don't know if others say it like that, but I believe that is a Scottish thing. I wouldn't generally say that, just in general, like in an appeal or something, because then they don't know what you're talking about. Dom dee dee dom, yes. That was a great advert as well. See, the fact that they pushed this one over and then went past this one and then hit that one. What are you doing? Scotland. Star, do you say, are you Scottish? You say canny a lot? If at all. What's LV stand for? Isn't it London Victoria? Liverpool Victoria? Liverpool something. It's the insurance company with the green heart. Not London Victoria, not like the station. Liverpool, right. So you barely even made it to the light to begin with. What the flip was that about? You pay the TMP team is a volunteer thing. You volunteer to be in the team. Liverpool Victoria. LV. They do what? Home insurance? Car insurance? Everything insurance? Life insurance? Probably not. We'll use the clip. What I do at the moment, because I would usually use Medal, I'd recommend Medal, is I'm using the recording of the OBS in OBS. So I'm recording the entire thing. Then I splice that up and then put it into Medal. Because if I'm streaming, recording, and clipping with Medal, Medal dies first. Painful. Hate it. But then when you're not in the game and you're not streaming, Medal works fine. So, that's just how I do it. No, not metal. Not in this case, though. Hell yeah. Rock on. So yes, this trailer is a no. Because it's one of these triple ones. Now, you're not still here, though, are you? Be good if you were. Can't have gone that far, right? Speak of the devil, they are. Hello. Save editing. Remove trailer. Back to the service. And now we see what happens by panning the camera that way. They are on the Steam Workshop. That's, I think, where a lot of people get them from. Because I asked someone before and they said they got it from the Steam Workshop. There it is. Someone calling else the T word. I don't remember the AA adverts. No. Maxi, good luck. It might be, hopefully. I see you. What country are you from? What do you think I'm from? Where do I sound like I'm from? Most people get it right, but then when I happen to answer that question and then say something in a really silly accent, for comedic purposes, they get confused. Which is understandable. Come on. You see here, this is our person. Just get rid of it. Dismiss it. Bin it. Is the lag bad when playing with a decent connection? It shouldn't be if you have a decent connection. If frame rate lag could be though. Oh my god. I have to have a look at that one. Those trucks. Hello, Charlie. Why are you staring? So, those trucks look like, you know when someone has piercings everywhere? All over the face. That's what that looks like. Thank the 63! Welcome back. It's been so long. How are you doing? Oh, there we go. They got rid of it. Well done. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Well done. Now. Look at that. Do you need this many? Never mind. What the hell was that? Back in the day, there used to be a problem where the more horns you had, the louder it actually was. And I remember catching that on stream once, and I nearly genuinely went deaf. Because it was actually magnified in volume. That isn't the case now, because the sound is limited regardless how many you have. How can you not turn? Yes, you can. You're not stuck on them. You've got space. Oh, because you're going to push them out of the way, I guess. Well, I mean, if you're in the way, then what we're going to do? Double trailer. If you have the mod where it unlocks the... like this person here with the two long ones, that's fine. There you go. Well done. Good job. If you have the triple that we just saw, then no. So if anyone has that triple, please just get rid of the mod. Bin it. I need to go and find the mod as well on the workshop. Probably a few different versions. But they're usually set up the same way. That one there, the yellow one that went by, that's okay because it's 3 small trailers. Almost 4K, yes. This time is the busiest time because it's the European peak time. So, I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of people. It's all, yeah, unfortunately, Smokey, the downside is to tell you to remove it, we have to do that. Or tag you in the chat, that kind of thing, but I can't do that. So, yeah, you don't fit into the service. So your only solution was to remove it. How'd you know that was me? That was well timed. But yeah, that triple is a no. The way that those triples connect to each other is a no. Normal triples are fine. Hello, Stampy. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Ash. Thank you for the gifts. If you were to also not follow that instruction and then continually just TP over and over and over again, one of the only other options left would be to ban you until you remove it. Always at the top. Damn right. You could say this was your fault because you shouldn't be merging into the roundabout when someone else is already on the roundabout, but this is just a mess anyway. People do that all the time. Just whatever space is available, they'll go for it. Two little and one big, yes. That is the standard triple size that you'll find. What was that for? I would find an example, but of course, typically no one has one. Yeah, these people all have just doubles. Classic. No one has one and I want to find one. You are able to report players in-game. Yes, this list is what the in-game reports look like. So none of these have touched the website. But a lot of them will end up timing out or being skipped because there's too many of them. If you go on the website and you do it yourself, yes, you have to record it yourself, but they don't time out. Every single one of them will eventually be looked at. It would be really interesting if we could do the website ones. Imagine if there was no problem with what names would be visible. Maybe back in the day that could have been a thing. In Calais, if a report spawns there. No, it's not a command. It is you clicking the person's name. So right click to get their mouse. This, for you, it would be a yellow mouse. Click their name so it turns green, and then in your player list, there is a flag icon. You click that. And a little prompt pops up, and then you pick what they did. And then send report. And then it turns into a replay. This is basically spectator mode, which is why I can move around. If it were a video, I couldn't do that. My camera would just be fixed. Now, what happened? 2 low beds with a dolly in the middle. I believe that turns into the HET thing. I think that's okay. Because I've seen people do it before. That's exactly how the HET works. Bit laggy on both of your behalves there, but that's the only boo-boo. Unless... Ah. So I nearly missed that entirely. Now, there's an unfortunate thing. They're lagging, but you're both going at the same speed, but they're further in front. You still utilize that to merge in front. You should know that if the person is lagging, you should be even more cautious. This is why I wish you'd be able to see the speed limit. Because if you see they're going at the same speed as you, don't do it. But they still would. Shouldn't that just be a general rule of thumb? Unless you are miles in front, do not overtake someone that's lagging. Because they won't be where you see them. Yeah? They're not actually there. This type of thing. Smoky. Normal kind of flatbed logging, and then you got a dolly, and then you got another one. Turns into a double. That's fine. Do that. Noah! Oh my god, it's Noah! Have a flower, mate. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. What were we up to? Welcome to Trucks. For me, yes, of course, darling. With ramps. Well, I mean, people do have both trailers that have ramps on them, but you only really need it at the back. That's still fine. Lance, yes, did you win? How are you doing? Hopefully you won. Dink, welcome in. No, but got close. That's what life is like, hey? You get close, but you never win. Or finish, as our friends say. 1 out of 4, that's pretty good. Now you can relax. There's our horny friend again. It just looks disgusting. You see these mugshots of people that have piercings everywhere and they stick out their face, and the top comment is just someone making a joke where they're holding a magnet. I want to attach a magnet to their face. That's what that looks like. Top fragged. That is a winner. I would feel proud about that as well. You know, we lost, but I did well. That kind of reply. Hello, JCB. But yes, go and rest for a bit. It's not like you are overdue sleep or anything, but you know, go do your thing. Not a problem. Your horns, he does. Do you want some? They've got plenty to go around. It reminds me of that. It looks like you should be going around with a magnet. Well, it's not that bad. Just look at it. Look at how many there are. Oh, you've missed an opportunity to put some down here as well. Why? Where is it? This is Duisburg. Duisburg. Then there's this. Which I don't want to comment on anymore. I did a video on this ages ago. I'm not a fan of it. That's impossible. Every available slot, they've put a horn in that slot. Anyone can do it. You just wouldn't do it because you have a bit of resistance, you know? And I think they're doing that just for the meme and for others to comment on it. But yeah, this one is, they try to make it like a long cab, like the Americans have it. There is a limit to the total amount of items, yes. So if you were to duplicate them quite a bit, you'll reach the limit. Dragon, welcome. Good job. What was that for, hey? You as well? Where are we going? Hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's not do that. then of course, miss it. Don't I miss it. There we go. So, to those that wonder how reporting works, I've already claimed one, but I've clicked that person's name, report icon, this pops up, and for me, I just do other, but for you, just pick whatever else. I have to do this one first, though. 684. Remember that. Ooh. That's a no as well. 3 boats. Nicked my report. They did. Well, they could hopefully check what's going on then. Nightmare. They probably see that it was me that reported it. It better come back positive, otherwise I'm going to file a complaint. Something in that report is bannable. Find it. That's what I want you to do. Nightmare. Don't let me down. Someone clearly didn't pay attention because there's some sort of crash that happened. Player's been banned! Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Well done. Also, it was the right person. I just reported whoever. That's what it looks like. No, they just happened to claim it at the right time. Break. Good. Custom trailer, can you check on stream? If there's a chance that the trailer is not allowed, don't use it. Generally, if you're just unsure whether it's allowed or not, isn't it best to just not use it instead? Because then you'd rather be absolutely sure. How's this collisions, by the way? There's no collision. Nothing happens. You admin, yes. We're not literally called admins, but the nickname is admin. Why'd I ban you? You sure it was me? You did something to get yourself banned. That's how it works. Hello, Quizzy. This one's technically okay because it's 2 smalls and a big. You know what I need to look at now? The blue one. Are they in Duisburg now? There was a light blue Scania. There they are. There you are. Hello. With these trailers that don't connect properly. Luckily, in this case, the boats don't clip. But you know. Shave editing. Remove. Triple. Trailer. That's not how you spell triple. Whip them off to the service and see that they don't fit. But again, that's not my problem, is it? What's your Discord? Discord server is exactly the same name as the channel you're watching right now. All the socials are the same name, so it's easier to find. $780 left. Well, at least you've done most of the job. Easy peasy. The last little bit is fine, just don't mess it up. Okay, that's the cargo gone. And then trailer as well. Please. Dismiss the trailer. Thank you. Very good. That's 2 out of 2. So, they listened. Strike. Hello, Mike. Clement, Samuel, Owen, Ultra. Welcome in. Appreciate the followers. Where are you going? That's not the lane for going around. You use the inner lane, right? And then these people are now trying to fix it. Which of the 3 new DLC are you most excited about? What, between Iceland, the revamp of Scandinavia, And what? Coaches? I was thinking of just maps. Yeah, I was thinking of a particular theme there. Those are the 3 new things. I don't know which one I'm most excited about. I'm very interested in Iceland, how they tackle Iceland, because it looks really nice in Pro Mods. No, it doesn't exist yet, but they've confirmed it. Iceland is coming for the game. Yes, check it out on Steam. The trailer only features the green bits, though. So I have to see how they do it with the snow. You've joined? I appreciate that. Other people, if they wish to join that as well. The Discord server helps keep you up to date with everything in between. Yeah, the Nordics should be pretty good as well. I'm just very interested in how they do Iceland, because it's very unique in the scenery, you know. Unfortunately, you can't do links, Mason, but it is the same username as what you're watching now. So discord.gg/me. That's the link. There should also be one in the bio. Link in bio. Oh, link in bio. Linkin Park. I want to see how this one ends, because there's a lot of stuff that you just saw that happened. Okay, I assume that's what the report's for. You should be able to see the Northern Lights. Yeah. Can't you already see them? If you go really far, I mean, as far as you can in normal Scandinavia, do you not already see them? Or am I just picturing things? Like if you go to Bergen, for example, you can. Thought so. You can briefly see them above the Kirkenes Quarry as well, the pink bit. Yeah, so they moved over illegally. You're not allowed to do that. Nordic one. No, they'll all be there. They're all there. All on the Steam DLC list. Just type them in. Because they have store pages. Search them up. Then there's this. You two bumped into each other. It's all completely clueless. Well done. Okay. Was this one... This one wasn't even banned yet. Right. You can apply to be a TMP mod, but not at the moment. The form is not available at the moment, but overall, you are able to. Yes. For when it will next be available, I don't know. Because it isn't open very often. In fact, the one that just happened, I think the one before that was either not this year or in like March or something. Yeah. So you need to change your profile. You don't have to change your profile, but some people, for the sake of not messing up their profile, use two. So you can use one for single player and one for TMP if you wish. The TMP one shouldn't have any mods on it. You love how quick they're going down? You mean going up? There's more. There will always be more. Linux. I have no idea, Mike. Sadly, I have no idea. Sorry. Driving illegal? I've been seeing people have been tagging me in videos of either slightly old or very old videos of people just happening to be using cheats on TMP. Just some random crap video with some like funk in the background. Why are you tagging me in the video? You're giving the person attention. Stop it. That goes to anyone. What am I going to do about it? It's an old video and the person's using a throwaway account with their name not visible. What am I going to do about that? That's the whole point. Yeah, I get tagged on them every now and then. One of them, it was the oldest one I've seen so far, is where someone uses the original Duisburg, so not our version, not the current version, with the winter mod. So not only is that not recent, it's the winter mod. And some people are wondering, like, you can do this now? Hey, where is this? What are you doing? This one isn't as bad. It's just the original one got banned. I don't think I'd use funny in the same way. They're funny in a different way. Like just how silly they are. They probably feel in the same way that, you know, when you see a cool trick shot or a cool shot in COD or Rocket League or something like that. Do they feel the same when they post a moment of just driving through a crowd of people? Is that the same vibe? Santi, please you focus on the appeal. It should only be in the appeal. This is just a stream chat. Not for that. And Moz, welcome in. Appreciate you coming over. Fastest affordable truck. Fastest in terms of speed. I don't know what the fastest cheap truck is. But the cheapest ones, I think, unless the price has changed, would be the really crappy Iveco. Or Renault, which I think is just shy of 100k. And they may also be in the used dealership, which is not the same as the normal dealership. If that makes sense. Yes, your normal trucks will be there. If you play on just with the game and with the DLCs, everything should work exactly the same in TMP, except you are not able to do special transport jobs. That's it. Used dealership can also add a challenge. If you pick the worst truck and then you kind of build it back up again, that could be a fun challenge. Why not? You overtook one person. You need a good PC. Well, somewhat of a decent one. In the same way that in order to play without too much lag, you would need somewhat of a decent PC. If you don't have a good one, you don't have to do these, though. I guess you could just stick to doing website reports. Perhaps. Now, is there anything else that happens? This person just pulls over. It's fine. No, some things never change. They always want to get further ahead. Reckless driving? No, 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 this isn't me. I promise it's not me. Not allowed to do racing on the server, you can't do that. Sergo, welcome. Francis? Saib? Cal? What's my role? Just a normal GM. One of the in-game moderators. Nice. That was terrifying. What happened? Oh, I see. Oh, earlier you said an hour left, and I looked at the time. I was like, well, that's not when I'm going to end. That's not how long I have left of the stream. So I'm like, what? Horrible answers. Oh, I love that. Yeah, love that. You get paid. No, the team is a volunteer thing. You volunteer for the team. Well, they said something, so clearly they can't say what it is. Voice? Oh, God. Scary. At least with text, you can kind of plan out what you want to say. You can't really pause in voice. I mean, you can before you speak, but, you know. Can you volunteer? You are able to volunteer if any of the recruitment pages are open. I don't think any of them are open at the moment. Why are you just sitting there? You better not still be there. Let me just check that. Hello, Tails. You should imagine being in text form. You go, yeah, well, so you see that the thing is, before I begin. Oh, I just about saw that. Come back. Click the flag. Love that. How you click the edge of the flag box, and they're still falling. Doesn't work. You have to click the flag. Love that. Are they going to claim mine? It's the next one. Do it. A waiting list. No, it doesn't work like that, no. What else was I going to look at? I'm still in the report, because there's other stuff in this report. Swearing as well. Oh, I see. So we've already got the overtaking bit. Can't forget that. You interviewed yourself? Did you write your own questions? Question 1A. What is 5 plus 5? And then you give yourself a multiple choice question where there's clearly only one answer. I think it's that one. Nice. Busy day? Well, somewhat. People's voices. The CB, the talkie radio, can be moderated. In these reports it won't be, because we don't hear them in the reports. I wish you could, because that'd be infinite content. So it's just song. Just a song. Probably worse, bad at that type of thing. Ah, fair enough. Where are you from? Where do you think? Where do I sound like I'm from? Welcome in. That was a delayed hit, but a hit nonetheless. Tiny hit though. Antarctica. Yes. Exactly. GB, correct. Now, was there something else in this report? Remember the other one that I made, but from this one specifically. Maybe it was that I saw. The North Pole? Don't think so, mate. Was it 60? Yes. One's by a proton. Whatever that means, I'm glad it works. Yeah, the car going on the map, yes. I wanted to, because I saw it as I spun my camera around. You can see them collide, but I wanted to get like a... Let's not have a 2-second video. That's just how I like it. Because then you never know, this video might show that they've done more. Nice. On the lead up to it. More context, yes. More clarification. A direct from their POV, basically. That's what I want. And I can replay this as much as I want. So there you go, red light. Through the red light. And crash. And then to the floor. See? You can't deny that, can you? You gotta, as if I'm explaining it to them. They're like, so here's what you did. That's what it's like. Karma. Yeah, a bit of karma. Karma with a C. We do April Fool's events. Oh yes. Oh yes. It varies from year to year, but the more simple ones have been most effective. So, changing some of your controls around. Swapping the sounds. Oh, here we go. It's the police. Traffic cops, eh? They can kind of push a truck. It's a bit annoying. Allows Windows games to be played via Steam and normal... Oh, I see. So it's like a... What's the term? Like an emulator? Is that what Proton is? There we go, and then we turn around again. Yeah. Jonathan, thank you for the gift. Just trying to... I'm watching them. I'm trying to think. If I were them, what would I be thinking right now? What is the plan here? You do a bit of the stoppage, so you're stopping there to let these ones go. Ah. So that's what you're doing. There's that one. You're going to get that one? Oh, just about. Okay. Just controlling traffic, bro. That's all I'm doing. You're doing a very good job of it. They're getting away. But then you can definitely tell that their appeal is going to complain about these people. Thinking about like, yeah, but everyone's breaking the rules, they're all doing this kind of thing. I'm like, yes, you literally did the same. You stuck? But enjoy, hello, we're a big fan. Thank you for joining. Be wrapping up soon. In but a few moments. Just don't do this. It might save you like a few seconds, but it generally does not help you in any way. It's the wrong way. It's just how it is. How do you join the server? You need TruckersMP, and we're on the first server in the list of servers the TruckersMP have. It is illegal, yes. It's the wrong side. But I can see why they do it. Because, yeah, you're skipping the traffic. This is the only way out. You have to use the bridge. So I get it. I get it. They're impatient. Which is, again, is ironic. I point this out a lot. You're in the busiest area. You're here for fun. You like just how much stuff is going on. Then why don't you want to be here? You can't have both. You either do want to be here or you don't. If you don't, teleport away. You go somewhere else, goddammit. Rosa Rose, exactly. All right. One more. It should be built on, sorry, it should be built on patience, because it's not a racing game. It's generally a little bit slower. Yeah, but I mean, you know, some people don't agree with that. Busiest cities. The one that you just saw, which is Duisburg, and the other one is Calais. This person has... Alright. I thought they had two, but no, that bit folds out to make it longer. Never mind. That's me in front. Hopefully you don't do anything wrong. Got this one? Fair enough. External reports. If you mean the website reports, yes. You won't see them on stream though. Worked for Amazon. I mean, maybe. But surely you'd think I'd rather my package, even if it's with Prime or not, arrive in one piece and with the person not breaking any laws on the way. Yeah? Let me skip back a bit. I need to tab out. Yes. Gives you PTSD? Well, it's still busy. So, yes. 51 tons! Yeah, and they shouldn't be messing around with it. I think these concrete bars, yeah, about 40 to 50. It's not the heaviest. No, they didn't want them overtaken. So you wait for it. They've started their overtake. And then there's the swerve. Lovely. No, they're not all from today. The number of the report ID is from when the list was last refreshed. Like when the server was taken offline for an update or something like that. It has not been 26,000 reports today. Though, for fun, you may not be able to see on TikTok, but you can go back to the beginning of the stream when I first, well, not the beginning of when I was on Sim 1 and look at what the number was. And whatever we want at that time. Both would be in the wrong, but except in this instance, if no one else is coming the other way, the person that gets hit becomes the victim. Because it would have otherwise been a fine overtake, I think. But you don't need to do this, though. People can overtake. It's their risk if they do it in a dodgy place. Yeah, see, no one else is coming. Generally, I wouldn't bother overtaking, because there's just no need. But in this case, that would have been fine, because now there's enough space to merge back in. But they never managed it. What a shame. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome over. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. Marcin as well. What are we on? Okay. Don't get your hopes up. We don't want a false alarm. But that is correct. On the purple platform. 4 away. That's insane. Does anyone want to help out? 4 more. Delightful people to join us. 4 away. Please don't unfollow. A few moments ago? What do you mean? Onda, thank you for that. 3 more. Epic. Appreciate that. Now, it may need to be more than that, because it didn't fully go up. It still says 3 more. It says completed. Where's the number updated? Dragon, YP, Jacob. There we go, 16,001. And that ding means, I guess, that the goal was done. Because I forgot I set up that alert. Thank you, chat. Have a flower. Big fan. Can I take a screenshot of that now? Before someone unfollows and drops me down because you're trying to be funny. There we go. Lovely stuff. I appreciate that. That's very cool. No, we never really get under 90 reports. You need more than just one person doing it. It's impossible for me, personally, to get it under 90 reports. So. Overtaken on the grass, I was tabbed out. I'm sorry. Anything that just happened during my little celebration there, I didn't see it. Maybe they got away with it. Oh, look at that color. Oh, wow. Did they put anyone in peril, though? Were they in absolute danger for their life? We have done things before. There is a video on the YouTube. We've done it once or twice, of where a bunch of us were on. I think about 10 of us happened to be on at the same time. And we were actually efficient enough to get the list down to 7, I think. 7 or 8. It briefly hit that, and then some people started like easing off and completing and things like that, and it just shot back up to 100 again. The moment you start slacking, you've lost. So, go back for driving in the back of someone at 3 miles an hour. That is unfortunate, but that is for the appeal to discuss that. And you're for weak, probably because you deserved it. Whatever you did. help you. With what? What's the problem? Had ads? It's fine. I've already forgot what I was talking about. It's reckless driving. You will see a lot of reckless driving. Player's been kicked? Yes. See, then there's someone else there, because I did see someone else get kicked. They won't be there for too long, but they will be looking at it. Mundu, welcome in. Erland is welcome. Corey. Dragosh. Thank you for the rose. Oh, the report's never going down? Yes. And I was mentioning that in the past we've had a group session that I've done in a video of where we got it down to less than 10 on Sim 1, and then some people eased off, and then the list just shot back up again. You'd need to be doing that continuously to ever stand a chance. The only other times that it has ever been low is when the game itself has had an update and you are unable to downgrade. Usually you can to the temporary version, but there have been times where you've been unable to. So therefore, less people can get on, which means less reports coming in, and you're actually able to process them as if you were on Sim 2. Very nice, but very rare. Generally speaking, when an update comes out anyway, the list is slightly slower because everyone's games automatically update, and they don't know how to downgrade. Have the name server moderator without getting kicked to the band. It just needs to be found. You just need, there are so many accounts. You just need to report the account. This is the road to Calais. Well, this direction is to Duisburg. This way is to Calais. This way. Will it ever go AI? I hope not, because don't put everything into AI. Please don't do that. AI can be an assistant, not a replacement. And even then, you have to give it everything we've done for it to be trained on. AI cannot think of anything new. Let's put it that way. So if you were to give it millions of band videos, how do you know it's going to make the right decision every time? If every situation is different, it may not. You'll still need a person to double check, which is a bit silly because then you might as well just have the person do it in the first place. Yeah. I get the use in some cases of AI to kind of speed up some processes, or like to some extent using things like ChatGPT. Don't ask it the most basic questions. You should know the most basic questions. Hey ChatGPT, what's 10 times 10? Yeah, thanks, man. You know what I didn't see earlier? There was someone that was swearing in Turkish or Polish earlier. I never got to it. How was that message hit? Oh, they got banned for it. Oh, I was going to say. It's just going to say. Calling someone else a swear word. Toxic kid. Yeah, they've already banned. You gonna see me fall through the map? Is that of the car falling through the map? I have. I'm sure I have fallen through the map before. No, I don't speak Turkish, but I can understand it, because the swear words are so common, you eventually just pick it up anyway. I know what the words are. The fun thing about learning languages, usually you learn the bad words anyway. So I know what most of the phrases are. Last week. Oh. Turkishly good I am. The void is calling. In fact, I'm going to put my camera down here. There you go. There's the void. If you go far enough down, you might reach the nether in Minecraft.